been given the matrix A and you need to find out A inverse. And using that A inverse, you have to solve the system of equations. Let's do the sum now. Solution. Actually, this question was asked in 2017 Delhi paper. Now, A is given to you as 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, minus 3, 1, minus 1. You need to find A inverse. First, we need to check whether A inverse exists or not. For which, you need to find out the determinant value of the matrix A. So, the determinant value is going to be determinant 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, then minus 3, 1, minus 1. That is, let me expand it using the first row, 2 into minus 2, minus 2. Then minus 3 into, leaving the first row and second column, minus 1 plus 6. Then plus 1 into, leaving the first row and third column, 1 plus 6. Now I will be getting here minus 4 into 2, minus 8. Then here I will be having 5. 5 into minus 3, minus 15. Then plus 7. Now this will give me here minus 1, minus 16. I am getting the determinant value as minus 16. Okay, which is not equal to 0. Now, since determinant A is equal to minus 16, not equal to 0, A inverse exists. Or A is invertible. So, now my aim is to find out A inverse. To find out A inverse, I need to find out the adjoint of the matrix A. To get the adjoint of the matrix A, I need to find out cofactor matrix. So, let us do everything step by step. I got the determinant value of A as minus 16. Let me make a note of it. Determinant A is equal to minus 16. Let me write. A is given to you as 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, minus 3, 1, minus 1. Let me find out the minus and the cofactors. M11 minor of element A11, which is going to be A11, small a11 is this element 2. So leaving the first row and first column, I have the determinant 2, 2, 1 minus 1, which is going to be minus 2, which is minus 4. So corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11, because both I and J are 1 and 1 here. So minus 1 to the power 2, that is minus 1 the whole square is 1 into minus 4, it is going to be minus 4. Then M12, which is minor of the element A12, that is 3. Now leaving the first row and the second column, I have 1, 2, minus 3, minus 1. 1, 2, minus 3, minus 1. This will be minus 1 plus 6, which is going to be 5. Now let me check M12. So minus 1 plus 6, correct. Now corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into M12. This will be minus 1 power 3 is going to be minus 1 into 5. So this will be minus 5. Coming to M13, minor of the element 1. So leaving the first row and third column, I have 1, 2, minus 3, 1. 1, 2, minus 3, 1. This will give me 1 plus 6, which is 7. Now corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 into M13. Minus 1 to the power 4 is going to be 1. I will written 1 plus 3 because I is 1, J is 3. So I plus J. M13 is 7. So it is going to be 7. Coming to second row, M21. M21 is the minor of the element 1. So leaving the second row and first column, I have 3, 1, 1 minus 1. 3, 1, 1 minus 1. This will be minus 3 minus 1, which is going to be minus 4. Corresponding cofactor will be A21, which is minus 1 to the power I plus j, 2 plus 1, multiplied by M21. Now this will be minus 1, the whole cube is minus 1 into minus 4, which will be plus 4. Now, next one, M22. Minor of the element A22. So leaving the second row and second column, I will be having determinant 2, 1, minus 3, minus 1. See here, second row, second column, 2, 1, minus 3, minus 1. This value is going to be, I will have minus 2 plus 3, which will be 1. So corresponding cofactor will be minus 1 to the power 2 plus 2. I is 2, j is 2. So I plus j into M22. So minus 1 to the power 4 is 1 into 1, with that will give me 1. Now let us find out M23. M23 will be the minor of the element 2, that is A23. Second row, third element, which is M23. That is going to be, leaving the second row and the third column, I will have 2, 3, minus 3, 1, which is going to be 2 plus 9, which will be 11. So corresponding A23 will be minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3 into M23. Minus 1 to the power 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 11 will give me minus 11. Next, M31. That is minor of the element A31, that is minus 3 over here. So leaving the third row and first column, I have determinant 3, 1, 2, 2, which will be 6 minus 2, which is 4. So corresponding A31 will be minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1 into M31. That will be minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. 1 into 4 is going to be 4. Then M32. Minor of the element A32, which is 1 over here. Now leaving the third row and second column, 2, 1, 1, 2. Determinant 2, 1, 1, 2. Which is 4 minus 1, 3. So corresponding A32 will be minus 1 to the power I plus j. I is 3, j is 2, M32. This will be minus 1 into 3 will give me minus 3. Now the last one, M33, which is minor of the element A33, which is minus 1 over here. Now leaving the third row and the third column, I will be getting 2, 3, 1, 2, which is 4 minus 3, 1. So corresponding A33 will be minus 1 to the power I is 3, j is 3. So 3 plus 3 into M33, which will be 1 into 1, 1. Now that I got the cofactors of all the elements of the given matrix A, let me write the cofactor matrix. So, cofactor matrix is equal to, this is how we write it, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now let us substitute the values of A11, A12, A13 and all from here. I will be getting this matrix as minus 4, minus 5, 7, then 4, A22 is 1, A23 is minus 11, A31 is 4, A32 is minus 3, A33 is 1. That's all. Now that I got the cofactor matrix, it is easy for me to write adjoint of the matrix A. Therefore, adjoint of the matrix A is equal to transpose of the cofactor matrix. That is minus 4. I am just copying it from here. Minus 4, minus 5, 7, 4, 1, minus 11, 4, minus 3, 1. The whole transpose, which is nothing but, transpose of the matrix is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of the matrix. So let me interchange the rows and columns. First row will become first column. Now, second row will become the second column. Third row will become the third column. Okay. Now it is easy for me to write A inverse. Therefore, A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. That is the formula. Already I got determinant of A as minus 16. So let me write over here minus 1 by 16 multiplied by this matrix minus 4, 4, 4, minus 5, 1, minus 3, 7, minus 11, 1. Now let me take this minus sign inside. I will be getting this as 1 by 16 of 4 minus 4 minus 4 then 5 minus 1 3 minus 7 11 minus 1. So this is A inverse. I found out the first part. I completed rather the first part of the given question. I have found out the value of A inverse, which is nothing but the matrix 1 by 16 of 4 minus 4 minus 4, 5 minus 1, 3, minus 7, 11, minus 1. Okay. Let me write that here and keep it. A inverse is equal to 1 by 16 of the matrix 4 minus 4 minus 4, 5 minus 1, 3, minus 7, 11, minus 1. Now, the second part of the question, I need to first write the given equation in matrix form. I will be getting that as 2, 1, minus 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, minus 1, multiplied by x, y, z will give me 13, 4, 8. Let me compare with the given matrix A because I have to use this A inverse. If I compare, what happens here? 2, 3, 1, but I am having 2, 1, minus 3. But you see the column 2, 1, minus 3. That is the row 2, 1, minus 3 here. Second row 3, 2, 1 is nothing but the second column in the given matrix. Third row here is the third column in the given matrix. Or in other words, when I put these equations in matrix form, the matrix here, what I am getting here in this place is the transpose of the given matrix. Because the rows and columns have been interchanged. So this is nothing but A transpose into X is equal to B. This is the slight change, the difference in this particular sum. When I compare the sum of this type, what we did in today's class, the second sum and third sum. There also, you have been given the matrix A, you have been asked to find out A inverse, and then you have been asked to find out the values of x, y, z. That is, you have been asked to solve the given system of equations. So the type of the question remains the same, but when you put it over here in matrix form, you are not getting in this place A, you are getting only A transpose. This is the only difference in this sum when you compare it with the second sum and the third sum, what we did in today's class. So, X is nothing but A transpose the whole inverse into B. You have to be all these steps are very, very important. This I can write it as A inverse the whole transpose into B, because the reason is A transpose the whole inverse is equal to A inverse the whole transpose. This is the property. Okay, this point should be written by you. Coming back to the sum, x is nothing but x, y, z. This is 1 by 16 of 4 minus 4 minus 4, 5 minus 1, 3 minus 7, 11 minus 1. I have to write the whole transpose. That is very, very important. Into B. What is B? 13, 4, 8. Now, this is 1 by 16 of, let me write the transpose of this matrix. I have to interchange the rows and the columns. This will be 4 minus 4 minus 4. First row will become first column. Second row will become second column. Third row will become third column. That's all. Multiplied by 13, 4, 8. Now what will I be getting? Now I need to multiply these two matrices. I will be getting 1 by 16 into 4 into 13, 52. 5 into 4, 20. Minus 7 into 8, minus 56. Then minus 4 into 13, minus 52. Minus 1 into 4, minus 4. 11 into 8, plus 88. Then minus 4 into 13, minus 52. 3 into 4, plus 12. Minus 8. I need to simplify this. 1 by 6, 72. 72 minus 56. Then here I am getting minus 56. So 88 minus 56 will give you 32. Then in this place I am having minus 60. Minus 60 plus 12, 48. Minus 48. Now let me take this 16 inside. I will be getting, that is 1 by 16 inside, or let me divide each and every element by 16. I will get 1, 2, minus 3. Therefore, what is given here actually? X, Y, Z. That is what we are getting it here as 1, 2, minus 3. That is X, Y, Z equal to 1, 2, minus 3. Since these two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements are also equal. That implies equating the corresponding elements, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 and z equal to minus 3. So you need to conclude your answer stating A inverse is equal to 1 by 16 of this matrix. Then x is equal to 1, y is equal to z equal to minus 3. Now let me repeat one particular point over here. When you put the equations in matrix form, you are getting A transpose into X is equal to B. You already found out A inverse. So, A transpose the whole inverse is equal to A inverse into the whole transpose. That A inverse should be replaced by this. Then the transpose of that you need to write. That is very, very important point. Only then you will get the answer. So, this point should be kept in mind. Now we will move on to question number 7. Here you need to use the product of these two matrices, and that product should be used to solve the system of equations. This particular question was asked in 2017 Delhi paper, and specifically I selected this particular question. The reason being, already I have done two sums of this type, finding the product and then solving the equations. But when you put these equations in matrix form, you will not get either A or B matrix, but you will get the transpose of one of the matrices. That is why I selected this question. It's very, very important type. Even the previous sum also, what happened when we put the equations in matrix form? We got A transpose into X. We didn't get AX equal to B, but we got A transpose into X is equal to B. Same way, here also you will be getting A transpose. Just to give you more practice, I selected this particular question. Now let me do this. Let solution. Let make the assumption first. A is equal to 1 minus 1, 2, 0, 2 minus 3, 3 minus 2, 4 and B is equal to the matrix minus 2, 0, 1, 9, 2 minus 3, 6, 1 minus 2. Let us find out the product. Therefore, AB is equal to 1 minus 1, 2, 0, 2 minus 3, 3 minus 2, 4 into minus 2, 0, 1, 9, 2 minus 3, 6, 1 minus 2. Okay. Usual method. First let us consider the first row and the first column. First row and the first column. I will be getting 1 into minus 2 minus 2 minus 1 into 9 minus 9, then 2 into 6, 12 plus 12. Okay, then first row, second column, that will give me 1 into 0, 0, minus 1 into 2, minus 2, 2 into 1 plus 2. Then first row, third column, that will give me 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into minus 3 will become plus 3, 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Now, coming to second row and consider the first column. Here 0 into minus 2, 0, then 2 into 9, 18, minus 3 into 6, minus 18. Then second row, second column, 0 into 0, anyway it is going to be 0, 2 into 2, 4, plus 4, then minus 3 into 1, minus 3. Then second row into, then consider second row and third column. You will have 0 into 1, 0, 2 into minus 3, minus 6, then minus 3 into minus 2, plus 6. Now consider third row and first column. You will have 3 into minus 2, minus 6, minus 2 into 9, minus 18, then 4 into 6, plus 24. Then third row, second column, 3 into 0, 0, minus 2 into 2, minus 4, plus 4 into 1, plus 4. Then third row, third column, 3 into 1, 3, minus 2 into minus 3, plus 6, 4 into minus 2, minus 8. Now, when I simplify this, I will be getting 12 minus 11, 1. 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. Then 18 minus 18, 0. 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3, 1. 6 minus 6, 0. Here 24 minus 24, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. Then 9 minus 8, 1. That is, I am getting the identity matrix of order 3. That is I. So, we got the product matrix as I3. I told you, whenever the sum of this type is asked, where you need to find out the product and hence solve the equations, the product will be either I3 or 2I3 or 4I3 or 6I3 or 11I3 or 12I3. So it is very easy to do the sum of this type. Here we got the product AB is equal to I3. Now we do not know which one is the inverse, whether A is inverse of B or B is inverse of A. Put these equations in matrix form, only then we will get a clear idea about it. Now when you put it in matrix form, what do you get it? 1, Y is not there, so 0, 3. Then minus 1, 2, minus 2, 2, minus 3, 4 multiplied by x, y, z, which is equal to, already you have B matrix, so we take it as some C. Here care should be taken, there is no y term. So when you write the equation, the matrix, when you put it in matrix form, you need to write here 0. That should be kept in mind. Now, if I compare it with A, we took this as A and this one as B. We compared, see here, the first column, here it is the first row. Second column here is the second row. Third column is the third row. Or in other words, the one what we got over here by putting these equations in matrix form is the transpose of this matrix. So this is nothing but A transpose into X is equal to C. This implies X is equal to A transpose the whole inverse into C. This is again A inverse the whole transpose into C. You need to write the reason. A transpose the whole inverse is nothing but A inverse the whole transpose. This is one of the properties. This should be written by you in the examination if this type of question is asked. Even the previous sum also I told you this step is very, very important. A into A inverse will give me I. This implies A inverse is nothing but the matrix B. So very, very important. This also should be written by you. Now let me write here X, Y, Z is equal to A inverse. A inverse is nothing but the matrix B. What is the matrix B? Minus 2, 0, 1, 9, 2, minus 3, 6, 1, minus 2. The whole transpose into C. C is nothing but 9, 4 minus 9, 4 minus 3. That's all. Okay, let me write here also. Instead of writing C, first let me write the value here. This will be 9, 4 minus 3. Then we will replace it by C. X, Y, Z is equal to. Transpose of the matrix is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of the given matrix. It is going to be the first row will become the first column, second row will become the second column, third row will become the third column multiplied by 9, 4 minus 3. Now let me multiply first row and the column, only one column is there. So minus 18 plus 36 minus 18. Now second row and the first column 0, 8 plus 8 minus 3. Now third row, the first column, it will be 9 minus, I have 12 plus 6. Now this is nothing but 0, 8 minus 3 is 5 and 15 minus 12 is 3. Now, therefore, X, Y, Z, the matrix is equal to the matrix, column matrix 0, 5, 3. Now, since these two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements are also equal. That implies, by equating the corresponding elements, X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 5, Z equal to 3. So, you need to conclude your answer. First, the product is equal to 100, 010, 001, which is equal to I3. Then, X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 5, Z equal to 3. So, this is how you will be concluding your answer. And now, I would like to just recall what are the types we did in today's class. The first type is, they may give 3 equations and using matrix method, you need to solve the equations. Then, they may give the matrix A, they will ask you to find out A inverse, then using that A inverse, you need to solve the system of linear equations. Then, they may give you matrix A and matrix B. They'll ask you to find out the product AB. Using that product, you need to solve the given system of equations. Then, slight change will be there in the question. When you put the given equations in matrix form, instead of getting AX equal to B, you may even get A transpose into X is equal to C. In that case, you need to be careful. You have to write A transpose, the whole inverse is nothing but A inverse into the whole transpose. So all these points should be kept in mind when you solve the questions of this type using matrix method. When you attempt the questions of these types, when you get the value of X, Y and Z, substitute in one of the equations, that equation should be satisfied. Then immediately you will get to know that what you have done is correct. Otherwise, you have to check where you have gone wrong and make the correction. Okay? With that, we have come to the end of this session. Thank you very much. I will meet you again in my next session.